Hello, everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another Link to the Past Challenge Cup match. This is the quarterfinals. This is SpeckySpecks versus Kaesden. On commentary, we have Leoria and Jesse, and they'll take it from here.
Good evening, everyone. We are super stoked for this, I believe, quarterfinal round of the Challenge Cup between Specs and Kaesden. We should be getting off on our run here very shortly with standard boots. Jesse, are you ready for standard boots to possibly become casual boots real quick?
I love standard boots. It's such a fun mode. We did find out at the start that apparently Specs has not had a single casual or standard boots this whole tourney. That's a whole 12 races, and somehow Specs didn't find himself playing standard boots.
Meanwhile, I'm
Quite
sure,
the dodge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Kazen's had a few. I don't recall exactly how many, but it's definitely not his first this tournament.
No, and that's, there you go with Specs bonking there. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's one of those things where you're just like, yep, forgetting, like, he knows his casual boots lines, and he's like, oh, wait, I should have a sword here. And instead we get bow start.
Okay, well, we like bow. It's nice for that early Eastern play if desired. But you brought up a good point. Like, yes, it might be standard boots, but it is not sword assured like casual boots is. And because casual boots, you're going to get a sword, you can dash through those bushes with an invisible sword, but standard boots, you don't get that luxury, unfortunately.
Exactly. In terms of what brought us here to these quarterfinals, Kaesden and Specs, I believe, were both group winners. Kaesden so far has taken down Mayan DM, More Deeps, and finally in the last round, Magna Hado. Meanwhile, SpeckySpecks took down Raids, 138, Tech Warrior, and Zeke Highwind to reach the quarterfinals. So, quite a journey for both of our runners.
Fun thing to note here, too, on Spec's side, we had only 2 games in each of his matches through the brackets. He 2-0'd each of his opponents, whereas Kaesden, this past round versus Magna Hado, as maybe kind of expected, I think it was safe to say, like, we knew going in that this was going to be a good series of 3 races. And it turned out to be just that, going all the way to Game 3 after a doubleheader on Sunday.
Yeah, that was a great series for sure. So, not to sell or, undersell Specs. He's definitely a newer member of the community and has been really putting in the effort to get where he is in this right now. But, I know a lot of people were looking at that potential Magno Kaesden matchup as, kind of a big one of 2 bigger name, for sure. And, the series did live up to expectation.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I gotta shout out here really quickly. I am loving, and I mean loving, this Red Ranger sprite.
Yeah, I've seen Specs use it, and I like the armor changes as well for this one, so I'm hoping we get to see some armor. I did watch a bit of Specs recently and got to see those mail changes, and it is amazing.
Now, I am curious, because I do not hear, or I'm sorry, like, I don't recognize, I should say, what music Specs has on his side, but what chat can hear right now is what I call good MSU. Or best MSU, Final Fantasy mix. I might be a little bit biased.
Just a tad.
No, I'm good with this baseball. Again, a little bit biased. Kind of,
Yeah, she made it. She is very biased.
Yeah. Theory and MSU. Okay. Cool. Okay, look, I made it, but I would not have been able to do it without the 2 of y'all, so...
I thought Kaesden might have been trying to get that bomb drop. I know he's one away from it.
There it is. All right, so going to be coming out of escape with 10 bombs. That's always a good feeling.
Yeah, Kaesden took a little bit of extra time for that, and like he's definitely fallen slightly behind Specs in that regard, but I think the bombs are worth it. I mean, usually that does mean, like, whenever I do that, I clearly will get the 10 bomb drop or a bunch of bomb drops before I get out.
Right.
But I'm sure Kaesden will have better luck than that.
All right, so are you prepared then for 3 bombs right here?
Yes,
like,
always.
Bomb.
Yep.
All right, that's
10 bombs.
Money.
That's 4 bombs. And now we're the Blue Ranger.
All right. Let's go, Billy. Billy was the Blue Ranger, right? Right?
Yes, you got it.
Okay, good. Man, I was like, Rocky Red, Billy Blue.
Wait, you're going with Rocky? Come on,
Okay,
are we just going to skip over Jason?
I was a Mighty Morphin Kid.
Yeah, so was I.
Kid.
But, like, even still, you had the original Red Ranger.
Jason was the OG. Look, as long as the Green Ranger gets shoulder pads, then I'll feel good. Alright, so we did get a map check on Kaesden's side, and from what I could tell, it was 2 regular crystals at Eastern and Desert, followed by a blue pendant at Hera. And wow! Okay. Well, I'm disappointed. Wait.
Yeah, that definitely feels like a naked Green Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just glad we got all 3.
And, hey, Lumberjack is trash today, so
yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, dead Lumberjack.
We're not going to complain.
No.
Now, I do think it's kind of interesting that both of our guys ended up running for this top check here, right? Like doing Lumberjack check and getting all of this information via the tree poles and the bush crab.
I don't know. I like doing those checks. I've seen enough times that you do the checks, and like if that bush crab is a 20, like
oh yeah,
with the boots start, I love the idea of trying to get that early Zora money. Because realistically, there's a good chance you try for water walk to Zora and pay him off.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't disagree though. I am very much in the same camp. Get all the information as you possibly can. And interesting to note here, like Specs was absolutely ahead entering Skull Woods. Or not Skull Woods, forgive me, entering Lost Woods. We're not in the Dark World yet, me. Calm down. But just through like little dash lines, because Kaesden can sometimes no life NMG, you know.
Yeah, I combine that with the fact that Specs did pick up that 20 at the mushroom spot.
That's a good point too.
So I feel like Specs is kind of like, okay, I might need to get a little bit more money. I think for him, like bomb purchase is coming up. For Kaesden, like as we said, there's just no reason for him to consider it. He got the 8 drop.
That's a good point. You know,
like it's such a minor benefit. Drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we could see the slowdown. Yeah. Well, he spent 2 and got 3, so he's back to 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for Kaesden, like he spent a little bit of extra time, but his bomb situation's just that much better. Never mind. Like I said, more bombs.
I mean, we're trying our best here, but the game is just like, here, have bomb. Oh, you have another bomb. Hey, Jesse, guess what?
What?
Chicken Hut.
Oh my god, Leo. I don't know what to say.
I
don't know what to say to you.
Blame Will WC.
Okay.
That was
I'm
his
not
quote.
surprised.
I stole it. But I'm gonna give credit. I'll give credit where credit's due.
I mean, Will's okay. You, I'm not sure about, but Will's okay.
Wow. Do you hear this?
Yeah, I believe we agreed that the point tonight was to harass Kaesden, not each other, but you know, it's a team affair here.
I mean, you're not wrong. Also, Lana, I appreciate you. Never changing.
We got nothing on library.
We do have a race game.
That is a race game item we do want to pick up.
I don't know. Glove seems kind of like...
I mean, Leo, do you know a way we can skip glove yet?
I mean, for now? Yeah, you just save and quit. Do I think that's the best option? No, but is it a way to skip the glove temporarily? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I will say we got
no.
Zora's in logic very much so right now as well, so.
Oh, baby. Well, and I'm gonna say,
I know what Kazen's gonna do. I think you do as well. Like,
wait.
This is. Oh wait, maybe not. No, he'll still do his normal route. He's gonna do Damn Do Agina here. We might see him stop by 50 Rupee Cave at least once. I think this is outside of his normal to pick up here, though.
I love the divergence, though. I am so here for Specs going to Saha and just straight over to Eastern.
Well, I think for Kaesden, like at this point, like he'll do this Damn to Agina and then probably do Eastern. Interesting. We're getting the talk, and it's a Green Pendant Swamp Palace. Ooh, that's interesting.
Here we go with question. So, Specs getting his Zora money. I don't know him well enough to know the answer to this question of, we've got a Pendant Swamp. You and I both know that Kaesden hovers.
Yep.
But does Specs? And that could potentially be a thing. It's not likely. Hover seeds are few and far in between, like actual hover seeds.
Yeah.
But it is a piece of tech that with a Pendant Swamp, it could come into play. Alright, and because we have boots, Kazen's gonna give us this Desert Ledge check. It is garbage.
An early big key over there in Eastern Palace.
Yeah, we like that.
But yeah, I mean, I think Kaesden is just going to follow Specs here. Wouldn't shock me. He got a little bit of extra money, but I think because he's still short, he probably wants to hit that Eastern play first, just to make sure he's got the money before, or a better chance at the money.
It's possible. I'll be curious to see, because I could see him gambling Mini Moldorm. And there it is.
Yep, you were right.
Now, I did miss what was over in the right side chest of Eastern.
I didn't see anything important.
See, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Bombs, right.
Oh,
see?
Well then there you go. Just more
and chat's
bombs.
Always got us, yeah. There's always bombs.
Chat, y'all are the real MVPs. That's 2 items now from Eastern. So, and we have the big key. Kaesden, please. Okay. shooting like CJ over here. Specs has red mail. They both have red mail.
Oh, a lamp for Kaesden is really nice.
Yeah, that's gonna make what Specs is doing right now a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I do enjoy the fact, talking about armor upgrades. Power Ranger and the Geno Sprite actually have a very similar history with their mail upgrades of rotating the colors differently.
Mm-hmm.
If you are unaware, Geno has a similar idea where it's blue for green mail, red for blue mail, and green for red mail. Did I say that right?
I feel like that's right. All right, well, Kaesden doesn't have to worry about the money situation. He had opened 20 Rupee Cave as a just in case. Specs is having to play a little bit on the safe side for a moment there, picking up these extra hearts.
Yeah, this is a difficult, this isn't going to be super straightforward. I fully expect Specs can do this, but Dark without a sword and doing this first room in the dark is going to be a difficult one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a piece of heart on Lake Hylia, though.
Yeah, and I will say, you know, I like taking the water walk up to Hobo here when you have the flippers, especially because, you know, you're getting to a very slow check as quickly as you possibly can.
Wow, and blink and you miss it. Specs just destroyed that room.
I couldn't see a thing, but part of that was because it was dark. Part of it was because it was so fast.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Get it, Specs.
Down to a heart and a half, so gonna have to be a little bit careful here. And unfortunately, no great weapons to deal with the little tentacle monsters in this next room.
Yeah, these popos are not. Well, I mean, handling it like a champ though, like.
Yeah, good bow shots.
You know.
Hey, Leo,
right.
That was a cape.
That was a cape. Sword from Aga.
Yeah, I just wish we had a pearl first.
Yeah, no, I agree. I 100% agree. Alright, what was that?
Was that a sword?
I think...
It looked weird. Maybe
also,
I didn't get a good view at it.
There for a second. I'm so sorry. Just... Oh,
Speaking
baby!
Of pearl.
Yeah.
Pearl and sword, wow.
Right. So, question for you, Jesse.
Yes, Leo.
So, Kaesden obviously is going Eastern next, right? Like,
yep.
I don't see how you don't. It's a fully clearable crystal. Does Kaesden go up for the old man rescue before Aga?
I think you at least rescue old man. Like, even if you can't do a lot, you do this just to get that save quit point.
Yeah.
There is value in the save quit, even if you can do nothing else with it.
Yeah. Ooh, and he is going for the dungeon first and going to do Saha after.
Well,
this
that's
is spicy.
the thing.
I like it.
I mean, I don't even think it's spicy. It's just objectively a good decision here. Like, Kaesden has no reason to not just go in here, into Eastern.
Unless...
Like, at least for Specs, he had the ability to get, like, from his standpoint, if I get a sword, if I get a lamp, like, I'm better off in Eastern. For Kaesden, he's got the tools. It's like, just go.
Unless silvers are in Saha's closet.
Well,
that's a big unless, but still.
Can't be that greedy, right?
I mean, you can. Doesn't mean it will work.
Yeah. In terms of anything in Eastern, no. Eastern was just a crystal today. Very bland Eastern Palace.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I suppose that's okay. But, like, you would think early bow, like, the bow was given to us as our weapon through escape. You would think that it would be like, hey, there's something bow locked, but no. The only thing that was bow locked was a map. Rude. So no to Hobo? Nobo.
Yeah, he's gonna skip. Yeah, he's going Nobo. We're skipping out in the Hobo right now, and that is kind of important. I believe our cape was there, right?
No, this is cape.
Oh, this was cape. Was there anything on Hobo then?
Rupees. Think it was
okay.
Rupees. It was a 20, big 20.
Okay, so we're fine there. I mean, he'll probably go do it.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine so eventually, but he may just want to lump it in with a thing with the name. Like, if he gets a mirror on the way to pod. But with Swamp being a pendant,
That doesn't even guarantee we're going to find a mirror at this rate.
Exactly. Right. which, I mean, mirror routing for Dark World is always really, really nice, but I don't even know, dude. Like, it'll be interesting to say the least.
And realistically, yeah, no, honestly, like these little advantages that Kaesden has in Eastern Palace are showing.
Yeah.
Like, it might look like by the time Specs gets to Hobo, he'll be like, they're roughly pretty even. Actually, Dam and Agina still coming for Specs. So, like, at that point, Kaesden will be up Armos and Hobo, it's looking.
Yeah. Absolutely. I do like that Specs, you know, because he had Zora, like, Specs went ahead and said, I'm just going to go ahead and do Mini Moldorm to Ice Rod Cave and save the Dam to combo with Agina. So that you're not isolating Agina. I really, really like that style of routing where
I think
leave one-offs.
Yeah, putting you see a lot of runners, especially in boots modes, like to do Dam to Agina and then Mini Moldorm to Ice Rod. It kind of gives you this 2-part set that you don't feel bad about waiting on. I will say in open modes, when I don't have boots, I definitely have a preference for Dam to Mini Moldorm. And just saying goodbye to Agina, you're a bad check. But in this mode, I do like the play they both did to split it.
Now, interesting point. Specs did not scout Desert Ledge.
And that's definitely one of those things that a lot of people are kind of divided on of what's better. Oh, wait, Kaesden still has Saha. Duh.
Yes.
I forgot that Saha was coming for Kaesden. Good thing Kaesden didn't forget.
I mean, you know, good point. Also, Kaesden not doing the map check here.
If we had 2 pendants in Light World that were not green, I love the Saha check. I really do enjoy that. But given that you only know 1 pendant right now, like there's still a pendant in Dark World you're going to have to find. So there's not as much value to the talk.
Now, I was wondering if we were going to be off to see the wizard or off to see the old man behind the curtain. I mean, in the cave. And yeah, Kaesden doing what you had suggested, which was old man rescue. We'll see if he climbs up to Spec Rock after, or if the old man himself has anything. Specs finishing off Hobo. Where we going?
Also saw Sang start, so it looks like he's going to be up on the mountain as well.
Yeah, following right on Kaesden's heels here. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, like, you get into Dark World through Aga, what are you going to do? You really just have Catfish and Pod.
Yeah, and a pod you can't even complete at this point.
Yeah. So I think you want to give yourself a chance for an out. Yes, Kaesden has done Agina.
Yeah, and old man just having 10 arrows, so before Aga, this is it.
It is Final Fantasies 1 through 10.
With a couple of random Easter eggs as we see Bombos on top of Spec Rock.
Unfortunately, we'll not hear any of those Easter eggs, probably.
Yeah, no, likely not. Well, yeah, no, you're likely not. You're right.
Yep.
I was trying to think, like, wait, you could hear one. No, possibly not in this seed. Yeah, no, I pulled from Final Fantasies 1 through 10. Man, folks are loving the tracks. Maybe we should just stop talking. Let the music commentate.
What's the music saying to you right now, Leo?
It's time to have a fun time now. Gonna climb the Tower of Aga. Gonna kill a wizard. Hopefully not gonna have 15 blue balls. There you go. That's what it's saying.
I apologize, Pat, for asking.
Yeah, blame Jesse. He should have known that was coming. Also, this isn't speed gaming, so I have no shame. Bless ZSR. Y'all are awesome. which shout out to Baseball, by the way, our awesome restreamer, and Lady Laura Linda, who has to deal with sitting in the in the chat with us, and I'm so sorry.
So yeah, we had to deal with an escape of about 5 minutes, and there's not much to say there. And now we get an Aga Tower climb, which is another kind of on-rails sequence. It's great.
I mean, look, I get very intrigued by seeing what's in these chests. Oh man, it is, in fact, a vanilla small key.
Wow.
Pog.
Meanwhile, Kaesden using those arrows to great effect. Specs not having much trouble either with this. I mean, you got red mail as well. Not a lot of danger.
Yeah, and I gotta say, you know, oftentimes when you're coming through the Aga climb, like, you're not doing this on Fighter Sword.
No, I've
So-
always had a theory that there's, like, if it's an Aga seed, the game says overwhelmingly it's Aga.
Yeah, like
And
7,000 swords.
Yeah,
aka
like-
four.
Like, I'm on Tempered Sword and I get cape, not I'm barely pulling a sword and a cape.
And
This
nothing
is definitely
else.
Yeah, this is min equipment.
Yeah.
Okay, Leo,
So
here's the
you
big
can-
question. After Aga, are you going to Catfish or are you going directly to Pod?
I'm doing a map check.
Without knowing, what are you doing?
I'm
Okay, 'cause
pressing
really
the X button. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not gonna make a decision without the.
Okay,
The
if
map
this is a
knowledge.
pendant, where are you going?
Oh, it's a pendant. I'm going to Pod.
If this is a crystal?
I'm going to Catfish.
Okay. And honestly, I
Um,
think I'd probably be Catfish either way, but I do like your point of, like, you know, pendant pods, you're not worried so much about beating the dungeon so much as you are hitting as many checks as possible.
Yeah. Well, and part of it too is like, if like Catfish is a nasty check, right? And so if by chance you do go ahead and get a hammer off of Catfish, one, that feels real good, but two, now you have a fully clearable crystal.
Yeah.
So, not to mention West Dark World, but
Thank you, Kaesden.
he just wants to add his twinkling to the parts where there wasn't twinkling. Damn it, Kaesden.
If Pyramid is hookshot, I don't know what to do anymore.
Oh man, if Pyramid is hookshot, I still do a map check.
Yeah. No, there's a map check for sure coming.
Here we go. No, press X. Press X? Well, I mean, you go to Pod no matter what now. Oh.
Our last pendant is Mire, and our 5/6s are Pod and Skull.
Gross. Pod's gonna be empty, you know that, right?
Only you seem to always believe that to be the case. I have faith that Crystal Pod can have items.
I mean, Crystal Pod can have items. We're talking 5/6 Crystal, though.
Even then, it can have items.
Even you can prevent. Now, see? Bread is the homie. Alright, we're getting some resyncs, y'all. No worries. Everything's gonna be awesome. Alright, well, good news is both of them don't have to worry about money issues.
Yeah, no, this seed is free on the money side of things. And it's
Yeah.
been really good for getting Zora and everything else.
Right.
We do get a
Yeah.
small key there in the first check of Pod.
want to say we've gotten, what, 3 out of the 5 300s already?
Something like that.
Yeah. Alright, so small key in the front. We're gonna see how Kaesden's feeling on the hover side here very shortly, because I do know he likes to try and do this pod ledge hover.
He'll go for it at least once every race.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, he nudged.
Yep.
You know what, though? It was looking pretty good until he did the turn, and then the nudge happened, so...
Well, and he's feeling the hover today, so, like, if this is a hover seed, he will go for it. Like, that's all I need to know is he's feeling hover ready.
Yeah. Yeah, especially seeing Swamp as a pendant, like, he's 100% gonna be waiting for it. Alright, and Specs saying, no pod ledge hover.
I mean, and
But
realistically,
also...
that is the most insane one of them all.
Yeah, like, the only thing that I can think of that might be harder than doing that hover is just a total meme, and it's doing, like, the, like, Easteth Mountain Fairy Revival hover, or, like, the Torch Puzzle and TR hover. Like, these are just, like, they're not ones that...
Even the Trinex hover's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Oh, that one was fun. That one's fun. I will say, I still remember when we were doing the multi-world exhibition and I was in BK mode waiting for a Samaria. So I was hovering the front of TR for funsies. And then somebody sends me a shield.
Greatest shield ever, apparently, from Kaesden.
Dude, it still hits me. Like, I got so close to the end, too. I was so close.
So far, just a lot of keys in pod, by the way.
Yeah,
I think we had a 5-key front.
Yes? Because I feel like we got the map? Alright, do we get a small key? Nope.
No.
Alright, Harmless Hellway, just a key, so... Goodbye that.
This has been a very, empty pod so far.
Gee, it's like somebody called that.
Somebody's biased.
I mean, heavily, but... Like, what do you want from me? You want unbiased decisions? Come on.
I was about to say, Kaesden, yes, please don't kill that last guy. We're gonna need some help dying soon.
The good news is the fire and the Kadongos, I think they're doing 1 heart each.
Yeah, they are trap damage.
Oh no, dude! He deserved that. Oh man, I kind of hope that that doesn't happen to Specs, but at the same time, it'll be really funny if it does, because then they both are just in the struggle bus.
Well, in case it's just like, I'm running.
I'm just leaving! Forget this place, I'm out.
Oh, and Specs got
man.
even better on the health.
Wait for it.
And just so everybody knows, Comms can actually see Specs' webcam, and the look on his face was just like, no.
Really, game?
No.
Just
There was just that look of dread. You feel for the guy.
like that incredulous look of like, did that... What? No. What? That was so good, dude. I do like that we saw them take 2 different paths here. Like, Kaesden just ran down the bridge, but Specs decided, you know what? I know Harmless Hellway's the key. I'll just grab it on my way. See a little bonk and reset the room, and then we're gonna shoot a switch and go on our merry way.
I do wish he had jumped into the arena, but it's not a huge deal.
To save the door transition?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kaesden kind of saves because of that. I hadn't thought about the idea of Kaesden doing the collapsing bridge, but definitely will have saved some time by avoiding 2 extra transitions.
Yeah.
Or at least 2 extra transitions. You're right.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Is it better to be right or not wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go with the fight, and we get, of course, speed strats.
Yeah, I think that's a requirement at this point with that
with this loadout.
Like,
yeah.
Just,
good thing we got boots.
Yeah, and you know, the kind of cool thing here is, like, for those of you who don't know why you do spin speed there, when you do spin speed, your hammer hitbox, normally the up hitbox for the hammer is just plain awful. When you hold your sword out, it extends it, but so does spin speed.
Yeah, so you can easily get hammer hit damage, and it is a lot better.
Hey, Jesse.
Don't even.
Hey, Jesse.
Leo.
Told you so.
I know you did.
All right.
And here we go. We are going to get Hype Cave.
Yeah, no. Catfish is dead, dude. Catfish is, well, not dead, but, like, it's not going to happen for right now. That hammer is too enticing. We're going to have Hype West. And,
yeah, from a routing perspective here, I like Hype West.
Mm-hmm.
And then VOO North to Skull. And if we still don't have Fire Rod by then I think you consider a Graveyard or a Bumper Ledge to Catfish kind of play.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Oh, hey, look, a Fire Rod. Well.
Yep. Another sword,
and a
nice.
Sword. Okay. All right. Hype keeps delivering the goods today.
While we do not necessarily need a hookshot or a mirror, and a mirror, we do need at least one of them. To get over to the other side of the mountain.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. No, just fairy revive hover.
Have you actually seen Kaesden do a fairy revive hover?
Oh, I've only seen, like, videos of Andy trying it. I haven't even seen
him do it. I've seen it
happen.
You? It is, it's wild.
Is it?
And yes, Hype Cave was definitely hype.
Oh man, yeah, so Specs, though, going into VOO, you know, that's gonna be a bit of a bummer here. Bread did it once on an SG daily. Bread, why are you so terrifying?
Yeah.
Like, Bread is, like... Oh, man. I know what I was gonna say, but I don't know if I should say it on comms. I'll share it later. Anyway. But dude.
Yo, there's terrifying. A bottle.
Yo, we like those.
Yeah.
I feel like the green goo's not the most unnecessary. Oh, it's not swearing. It's Hello.
Leo might be a little inappropriate.
Huh?
Leo might be a little bit inappropriate.
No. I wasn't gonna be inappropriate. Oh. Yeah. Okay, you see what I was gonna say.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, yeah. Anyway. But, Thieves Town is fully clearable thanks to this hammer.
Yes.
We like that.
I think the worry here is we get... Like, I don't think there's anything here that can really send Specs a certain direction, but I'd be a little concerned if he got a hookshot or a mirror and instead decided not to go to Hype Cave, but I don't see a lot of ways he doesn't go there.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I
think this is going to be Thieves South. At worst, he skips Skullwoods.
Yeah, I think that's the bummer, though. Like, is, you know, your you're gonna double dip Skull Woods potentially, and that never feels very good. Like, Kaesden having Master Sword changes nothing as far as save sound goes. Like, no matter what sword you have, blind always takes the same amount of damage. Nice cape dash through the Hellway. And casually spike dodging.
Oh, and there's the myth.
Baby. Which, Specs hasn't done Sea House yet, so it's very possible that Specs is planning to go up to Skull Woods after Thieves. It's possible he dashes down after Sea House, but I don't know.
But we need a way into desert. We need a way to the rest of the mountain. We need an ice rod. And we need a Samaria.
Yeah. And possibly a Bombos, but we saw that on Spec Rock, so if Bombos is required, we definitely need a mirror.
Yeah, mirror is good for Kaesden here. Like, it keeps him on the potential hover seed. It is not great for Specs at this rate.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, there are more chances that this is a hover seed right now, and it doesn't appear that is a situation great for Specs.
Yeah. Quick thought here. Did you mention some kind of desert access when you made that list? Okay. I just missed that, apparently. My bad. Well, key locked, or big key locked small key. / small key locked small key. It locks itself, it's fine.
Yeah.
No small key. Alright, script looking great so far for Specs. Really
Very
nice. And there we go. That's crystal number 3 for SpeckySpecks.
Well, and we'll try to pay attention to whether or not that's possible with the hook shot in GT. But I'll be honest, Leo, I don't know about you, but I am terrible with Ice Palace key logic. And whether or not a dungeon is hookshot locked.
Okay, so I can try my best to explain it.
I can try too. I just know that we're both human and we will likely have a chance of messing it up.
What's honestly going to happen is we're both going to start talking, right?
Yep.
We're going to start talking and we're going to think that we have it right, and then they're going to just find the hook shot anyway, and then it'll be a completely moot point.
And yeah, to your point, Brett, like I'm not entirely sure. I had a seed where I thought it was hookshot locked, and then hookshot was on Ped with Ice Palace as a pendant, and I had to realize that the fact I had Samaria meant the boss was in logic, even if right side wasn't.
Right. And that's the other thing, is if it's something about, like, if the big key is available and there is a small key on the right side,
then the right side can be hookshot locked, but the boss can be the boss could only be Samaria locked. Like, it's there's a lot of scenarios to it. Now, what we might see from Specs is he skipped Skull, but he's gonna pick up the Smith probably after this. He'll get an extra check. Plus the bottle turn in.
I kind of dig it. Like,
as he's doing dig game, you dig it. It's a bit on the nose.
Call me Gravedigger, cause I dig it. I don't know. All right, crystal number 3 for Kaesden. He's gonna go north to Skullwood, so we'll get to see what's up that way.
He's gonna do hammer pegs real quick.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. This makes sense. I don't see him picking up the Smith at all. Not when you have 5-6 crystal Skull Woods available. And then
and here's the question. Unless we get something out of Skull Woods, where are you two next? Are you going to do Pyramid Fairy? Or are you thinking, let's just dive ice?
Personally, I like Big Bomb into ice, but
By the
that's
way,
just from...
Specs did not pick up Jeremiah.
Oh.
I thought there was a good chance of that, but like obviously he doesn't know he's about to get a fire rod. That would make his route really good.
Right. Yeah,
like I see that fire rod and I'd be like, darn, I could have picked up, Jeremiah. Oh my gosh, that's a mirror though.
That is in fact a mirror. So, whoa. I mean, I feel like that makes the Big Bomb into ice play even better in my opinion, because now Big Bomb is super quick. I shouldn't say super quick, but it's a lot quicker than having to go around, right? Because you beat Aga.
Oh, and here comes King's Tomb. I wonder if Kaesden hits Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb here, real quick.
If I were him, I would go ahead and do Skull Woods back to front first, so I'm not isolating Catfish, but I get it.
I think he's fine with the isolate now. And I mean, at least like a save and quit's not terrible for it.
Well, and maybe even he just goes ahead and he does a hop and swim over to Catfish and then just mirror saves and quit and go back to VOO for Skull Woods with the bottle.
I don't think he would do that.
I don't know. I don't like running over here then running all the way back though. Not when you can keep going for that extra check that is, let's just be real here, kind of ass.
Yeah, but I feel like he's going to prioritize his dungeons a little bit. And this was just like, I'm already at bumper, so I'm going to hit this real quick.
Counterpoint. Catfish to ice.
I still feel like if I can get a Cane of Samaria or a hook shot, I'd feel a lot better going to ice right now.
But see, again, and he's going to do what you're suggesting, but I almost feel like, now that you mention it, I almost feel like rushing ice for the knowledge.
And maybe that's where he goes next.
Huge. After Skull Woods, I have to imagine that's what he'll do, but...
I don't know. I think it's going to be Mountain.
Maybe
he does ice because it's like... I don't hate the idea of him going ice after this, but more realistically, I wouldn't be shocked to see him do Mountain.
Yeah, I hate the Mountain
and
play
Kaesden's
right now.
Definitely setting himself up for a save and quit after this.
Yeah, he is. I hate Mountain after this, though. Or rather, I hate Mountain... Yeah, no, I hate Mountain after this when you have a fully clearable crystal down below. I get your point about wanting either Hook or Samaria, knowing Samaria is required for the seed because of TR. But you're also still looking for an Ice Rod. You're looking for either a flute or a book. Like, there's still plenty to look for. Just go ahead and do the crystal while you're here. And maybe if you find a flute or a book, you're, one less thing to have to worry about on the mountain. And potentially one less mountain climb.
Mirror is on bumper ledge right now. So the question is, how quickly does Specs go for that?
Yeah, and Specs was trying to do some death warping, but realized, with this red mail, Gibdo were only doing half a heart each, so... Yeah,
and there were spikes in that room, so you could go for the trap damage.
Yeah. Which would work.
And here's the thing, is that I think Specs is like, I'm gonna do bumper ledge after this, so I had to do under the bridge. For Kaesden, he's got the mirror already, so like order does not matter to him one bit.
Right. I am vibing right now. All right.
Be a little bit careful, please.
I almost would say,
Whew.
well, never mind. He got it.
That was
I
a
was
little
gonna say-
spooky.
All right, so there is our second item, I believe.
Yep, first item was the 10 bomb under the bridge.
So there you go. Both items in the back. And both squat. But that is our second 5-6 crystal for both of our gentlemen here.
Oh no! Specs with the save and quit after the moth. He is rushing the big bomb. No doubt about it. This is a big bomb play for Specs. Fortunately. Oh, maybe it isn't? He's gonna ice?
He's going to ice.
Wow.
He's going to ice. He wants that information. I don't disagree with this.
I don't think this is
good.
information. I think this is him saying, you know, ABCD.
I think it's both. I think that this is ABCD, but this is ABCD plus I. ABCDI. Wand of Gamelon.
Kaesden, you're gonna be on the pyramid. He forgot.
Clearly.
Yep.
Wishing I could see his facial reactions right now to that one. Where Specs has a webcam, Kaesden remains anonymous. But hey, Big Bomb. I can't imagine Kaesden is going into Swamp Hookless. Like, that's just...
No.
I'm gonna just straight up say, like, that would be a dumb play right now. That would be a YOLO, I feel like I have to gamble the hardest I've ever gambled level of play.
And that could be what Specs is doing here. Like, I think these two understand each other roughly on, you know, execution and everything.
Yeah.
Like Specs may feel that he has to do a little bit more aggressive.
I still like the ice play, like, but I've kind of explained why a couple times now. But I also like the big bomb play.
The seed gave us everything to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing on the pyramid. Kaesden, please.
Kaesden, you're going to be on the pyramid. Child. Bad
you just did that.
All right, let's start keeping count, boys and girls.
Oh
and
no,
Specs. Oh no, Specs. Oh god, he's gonna have. No, he'll be fine. I was gonna say he's gonna have half a heart, but no.
He's got a whole heart. But yeah, he's.
Hey.
No! Oh no!
Oh, dude, that feels so bad, man.
He was waiting for that fire bar and just didn't realize he was in range. Oh.
Oh, dude. That feels so bad.
Yeah. He did the bomb jump twice, and unfortunately the fall on the first after the first one, getting nearly out of the room and then getting tagged by that fire bar, not a good feeling. You know, this is not the situation you want to be in.
That physically hurt, man. It just... I feel so bad right now. Like,
yeah,
that just...
and that's the thing, is like, you know, you're in quarterfinals right now, and this is not the situation you want to find yourself in already.
Right, and you know that that's a... You know pretty strongly that's not a mistake that's going to be made by your opponent, right? Like, that's...
Yep.
That's one of those that it gets in your mind, right? Like, it starts to, in a way, like, tilt a bit. Now, facially, like, Specs looks, like, annoyed, but he doesn't seem tilted.
Like, he looks about the same as he has the whole race. Yeah. Okay, this time we're going Cape Strat. Like, no.
Yeah. I like that. Oh, yeah. I think he's definitely feeling the...
he just had like that
Yeah.
sigh moment of like, ugh, I did
I
it.
can't believe that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, we didn't point it out, but the first check of Ice Palace was the big key.
big key. So, if you get the big key in one of the first available checks, so Pengator, Ice,
We would need the other
and
3
Sword.
to be all the small keys, or both the small keys.
Right.
So this check in big chest, specs.
Maybe is okay. I have no clue, dude. I'm just here.
Yeah, I don't know.
He might be thinking I'll grab it on my way back. Maybe I get a hook shot.
But what if that was hook shot?
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Ice Palace key logic. If the Ice Palace big key is in either Pengator, Freezor, or Ice Tea, the right side is 100% of the time logically locked by the hook shot.
Wait, there's no way to get to right. There's a way to spend all your keys without having enough keys to get to right side. Interesting.
Because of the big key, because you can get downstairs where there's 2 small key doors.
Nath in chat pointing out, Specs is out of bombs.
Oh! Oh no, dude. Oh no, dude. Okay, so I'll go ahead really quickly here for the funsy of shenaniganery. So if you find the big key in one of those 3 chests, no matter what, it's hookshot locked. So we are hookshot locked today. No matter what.
Although the boss is not necessarily hookshot locked.
The right side is hookshot locked.
Right,
Correct.
and that's going to be the big question here, is does Kaesden get anything on this side of the dungeon?
So if the big key is in none of those chests, as well as no small key, so if you get items and like map compass, the right side is 100% of the time logically locked by hookshot. If there's no big key, but there is at least 1 small key, then the right side is not hookshot locked. And of course, if there's a small key on cold, the boss is Smaria locked. Ooh.
Either way, this is like, you can see it on, like, we can see it on specs that this is, he's not feeling great about what just happened. Like, he didn't get the items. He got a crystal, so he's like, I got a 5th crystal, that's good. He's gonna do big bomb now. But realistically, we are in, like, he's in a tough position here.
Yeah.
Like, I there's not a lot of ways to put this. Like, this is just not ideal for him right now.
No, this is going to be, I would assume, a big bomb play. Unfortunately, he's going to take it. Yeah, and he's going to have to take that all the way around, you know, because he doesn't have that mirror on bumper ledge.
Like,
right?
if he gets something off a catfish, that could be what he needs.
Yeah. And yeah, that was a good play right there to just go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get, I'm going to go ahead and just grab some bombs while I'm here too.
And
Okay, look,
luckily,
bombs in the big
nothing
chest.
in ice.
Yeah.
The scary thing is like, he knows he's got 2 items left in Ice Palace right now, but it will not hurt him a ton.
No, thankfully. Shoo. All right. So, Kaesden's going to be Dapper, please call him out more. Kaesden. Can we talk about that fail of a spin there?
Yep.
Okay, dude. I guess he cleaned it up. Oh, we are Samaria locked.
Yeah, we are Samaria and Hook locked. Well, at least Samaria locked for the boss. So.
Well, we found the big key, which means we're definitely Hook locked.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
the boss, I guess, wouldn't be Hook locked. The right side is Hook locked.
Yeah.
Which,
although even the boss might have. No, because both the small keys were right side and cold.
And boss, so that would mean that the boss is Hook and Samaria. Catfish is nothing, by the way.
Yeah, I think it is both. I think it is both locked by Hookshot and Samaria, so a lot of information out of that play. Just unfortunately a very inefficient Ice Palace for both runners in different ways. Like Kaesden had to invest a lot of time to get around that dungeon to do everything for absolutely nothing.
Right. Something we didn't point out earlier, by the way. Specs 100% has palette shuffle on.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
Mirrors on bumper. We'll see if that's where Specs goes next.
Yep. Hello, Pendant Hera. Goodbye, Pendant Hera.
Did he do it or did he just leave?
I don't know. I missed it. Alright, so unfortunately got some
tech issues going. Yeah, unfortunately Specs' stream has gone offline for a little bit. Hopefully that gets resolved shortly. So we're going to be flying solo with Kaesden for a little bit.
Yep. You know my opinion about this, I think, about mountain routing. At East Death Mountain routing specifically. I hate this.
I don't hate it. Realistically, you need to open it anyway. He'll do Super Bunny Hookshot. He might do Hookshot after. But, you know, you do this, go down Spec, and then climb up Paradox. I don't hate it.
When do you do... No. No, I absolutely hate this.
Why? What is he skipping?
Spike.
He can get Spike after he finishes the rest of the mountain up here. Right after Hookshot Cave.
I guess, dude, but like...
Especially because I think he's hoping to get Samaria. Like, his thought is get...
Spiral and climb back up. If you're already going through Super Bunny from the top anyway, just go down Spiral, climb up Paradox, then open your TR portal for this stuff.
He's minimizing some of his mirror transitions.
Is he, though? Because I'm not saying you jump down in the Dark World and then mirror, do Paradox, and then stay down there and come up Super Bunny. I'm saying you do this, you climb back up Paradox from the Light World, you go into the Dark World at TR Portal, do Super Bunny, do Hookshot Cave, go over to Spike. Do I... Like, what he's doing now, basically, but without going into the TR portal first, like... Oh my gosh, all the refreshes.
Specs is in Hera, though. Pendant Hera. Interesting. That was an Ice Rod in Hera.
Oh boy. Well, that's fun. That could be bad.
Yeah.
That could be real bad for our buddy here. NBD. Well, on the right side, we've got Specs back. He has an ice rod. He's, Did he go down spiral and I just missed it? Okay, well... Hi, Specs. Oh, he was so close. Oh, Specs does also have the mirror.
I mean, he has to get up here.
That's a good point. Which means that while we couldn't see him, he went ahead and got the bumper ledge. Alright, what could be here in Hookshot Cave at this point that we would want?
Flute, book.
Flute or book, I guess?
But it has none of those.
Yep. So now the question is Kaesden gonna dive TR Ice Rod list knowing that it's over? Well, we know it's over in Hera.
If as long as Kaesden goes into Hera after this and does climb Hera, he'll only have to redo Laser Bridge.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If he leaves the mountain without completing or going into Hera for that ice rod, because let's say he gets a flute or a book and says screw it.
Yeah, that's bad news.
That's bad news. Now, the danger, of course, is this hook shot. So, like, there's an advantage that can be built here for Spec.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, they both remembered. Good job to both of them remembering that they don't have hookshot, so they have to do the platforms the long way.
I love the sync on this.
It is really nice, actually. Satisfying.
And the fire rod shots. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
No, Specs!
No, Specs! You broke the sync! He just knew. He was like, I knew. 10 minutes ago, he knew that they were synced up. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Oh, man. Jesse, I'm literally cat jamming right now.
Of course you are.
It's such a good track, dude! Alright, chomps. Give us our small key. We did get the big key, so Lava Island is not required as far as big key goes, but when you are, you know, in Kaesden's case, 2 from go, Specs' case, 1.
2.
1 and
I think he needs a hook.
I mean, I'll count it as a half. Because I don't know. I don't know if he hovers or not.
I guess we'll find out. Well, maybe we won't find out.
Ugh. Oh, hey, look. Suddenly, regular Link has made an appearance. Alright, so Lava Island is a wash. Yeah, at this point, the big question is, you know, what is going to be here that could potentially send Kaesden away from the mountain?
Yeah.
But I could also see Kaesden not bothering to try and save a portal because he beat Aga.
Well, the thing is like, I gotta think he's gonna consider Spike Cave.
Right. I would sure hope. But even then, if you do Spike Cave, you can't save the portal.
No, but, like, in terms of not abandoning something else.
Yeah, no,
I feel like Spike Cave is a play for him. It's just, will he also think, I can do Hera first?
Mm-hmm.
And so far, TR has been empty. Like, it has not given us our next step. If the next step is on Trinex, like, that helps Kaesden here.
Yeah. Yeah, seven checks remaining here in TR. And I believe...
We know at least one more of the final 5 checks available to Kaes with a small key. So there are 4 checks potentially to pull him away.
One of them also has to be the map.
Well, that could be Trinex.
That's a good point. Yeah. True. One of the ones available to Kaesden. You did specify that, and I
okay, 3 left.
Just neglect it. Oh, what's it gonna be? Yo, can we talk about the cerulean lava on Specs' side?
I'm getting like Celeste vibes with like red lava, blue lava.
Ooh, that was so good. That's really pretty.
Sometimes Palette Shuffle just gets it right.
Yeah, man. I will say, old Palette Shuffle, rough. This Palette Shuffle, pretty okay.
One more.
One more and a small key.
Yep. And it's not here.
All right. And the map is, as you said, on Trinex. So that begs the question now.
He's
Where
bombing
is...
the wall.
Yeah, this makes me think, okay, we're going to leave this portal here, climb back up through Paradox, and go do Hera Spike.
He doesn't have a lot of options.
No.
Like, I would say, like, it's Smith Chain or Swamp.
Yeah. Oh, man. I have to imagine, because Specs bailed, right? Like, he still has one item in Hera.
No, I think he got
bailed.
both.
Did he?
Yeah, because I think he was upstairs.
Marked left.
Does he? Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So, I'm wondering if Kaesden does get, Oh,
Kaesden just checked the basement.
Oh, see?
He knew that was the small or the big.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep.
Alright, we do have some hammer Trinex strats on Specs' side right now.
Door hammer Trinex at that.
Say
Unfortunately, a little bit of a mess. He was doing backdoor hammer.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think part of that is to be able to get the down swings, which feel nicer.
Of course.
Alright, both heads down. I believe that was, this is Ice Rod for Kaesden right here.
Yep.
And he's definitely going to be feeling...
He's not going to be happy, really but I think he'll at least be like, okay, at least I got that.
Yeah, so right back over. He'll go in through his portal right into the laser bridge, so he won't be very far behind, pending this stupid dead rock being despawned, apparently. Nice. And whoop, in he goes as Specs. Up crystal number 5. 6? Crystal 6. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I can't math.
We need access to desert now, and the scary thing, as we said, is this question of a hookshot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and Specs has DDM, so Kaesden should still be a little bit ahead. And I think they both end up in Spike Cave here.
He did end up kind of lucking out, I think. Oh, man. So this is just... I'm going to be interested to see, honestly, if Kaesden does Spike Cave.
I think he has to here.
I mean, I would think so too, but...
I don't know how either of them skips Spike Cave, to be honest.
Like I'm sitting here being quiet,
and
as
here
if...
you go. Specs is skipping the rest of the hookshot cave. That tells me he probably is not a hoverer.
Yeah, that's I would agree with that assessment, honestly. Okay, so into Spike Cave Specs goes. He's leaving that last item in Hera, which has to be either the boss or
I think there was an item down in the basement, though.
in the basement cage.
Yeah, I think the second item might have been basement cage.
Okay.
And that's why they both bailed.
Okay. It's possible. Yeah,
But
and
unfortunately, we missed it on both persons' sides. Because by the time we saw Specs come back, he was already upstairs, and Kaesden had already bailed on the rest of Hera at that point.
yeah, it was a very fast blink and you miss it for Kays.
Oh, Map was
Map
in
was
basement,
in the
so there is
basement.
a... Oh,
So there is one, yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well.
Watch
Hold
Desert
on.
Access was there.
Yeah, you have to visit the pyramid saving from Spike Cave. Like, that's... This is not one that's counting against either of them, because
Yeah, no, we won't.
you're
we
not
won't
running
tease.
out of Spike Cave just so you can mirror. Like, that's so much slower. Kazen, don't! It's like he heard me! Again, there's a delay! This isn't possible! Like, gosh dang it.
Where are we off to? Okay, it looks like Specs is going for Smith Chain into Swamp, probably.
Yeah?
And Kazen's probably doing the same.
Well, and Kazen also has Sick Kid with this, as well as K45, so like he's got a lot here he can do.
Well, I mean, they both have K45.
Did Specs not? No, you're right.
He got that mirror and possibly did Graveyard Ledge directly into the mountain.
Mm-hmm. So, if that's the case, looking at where we're at right now, I think we have Specs slightly ahead, yes?
Yeah.
With the caveat of hookshot.
And unfortunately, until Hookshot shows up,
Yeah.
like, this is a big deal.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Like, we know that Kazen's feeling the hover today. Like, he got Hookshot Cave with one drop.
Yep.
So
this little distance behind Kaesden, like, for Kaesden, is not gonna... Like, unless Hookshot is on the path and before Flute or Book, we got a problem.
yeah. So remember when we said that we're pretty sure that Cold Stare is hook locked
Yep.
because of the small key situation?
Yep.
That would mean, technically, if we're correct on that, that would mean that hookshot's not in GT.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it has to pretty much be in Swamp Palace or Desert or Mire.
Yeah.
And honestly, worst case is Hookshot in Mire.
Yeah, man. This is going to be interesting to see where this is, because like
and
this
the hardest part... Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
I was just going to say, like, the fact that Ice Palace locked absolutely nothing besides a crystal is extra bad.
Yeah. It's just question mark after question mark.
And I gotta believe Specs knows what he's kind of in store for on this. Like, this is not the situation he wanted.
No, very much not. Yeah, I'm digging the Game Boy.
This is very subdued.
The Game Boy monochrome.
Welcome to
Swamp
Swamp
Palace.
Palace. I'm sorry that you have to be here today.
We'll try to match our commentary style to the the feeling the dungeon is giving.
Yeah, it's full of energy today, full of life.
It's very, very vivacious. We're really enjoying this race right now. Oh look, the water is draining. Bet Specs wishes he could do the glitch he found that is not currently legal and under review, but it would allow that to be skipped.
Unfortunately, we are also missing the hook shot to be able to do that glitch.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I can't keep doing this, dude. Like,
Good bit, yeah.
Oh,
Whoops, the swamp coming.
Oh, baby! Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh, I love your username, Attack of the Snuggies. It's so cute!
Okay, Leo, what are we getting on left side swamp? Book, flute, or cook?
Shovel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was hoping for actual progression, not fetch quest.
Well, shovel's gonna lead to mushroom.
Leo,
Mushroom's gonna lead to vanilla powder.
Leo, why are you turning into Twitch chat?
Powder's gonna turn into book. But here's the
Book
kicker.
is what we need.
Here's the kicker.
Okay.
Loot is on Ether tablet.
Kaesden's down to 1 bomb, by the way. Not a big deal, just something I noticed. Kaesden also needs 1 more heart.
Oh man, yeah. Oh hey, look, he's not down to 1 heart or 1 bomb.
Yay!
Not down to 1 heart, but that's a moot point.
I would hope he's not with 16 entering this dungeon.
I don't know. Will we see him do
dungeon or not?
Cave? You know, if it's not here, that it's in Hera, right?
Yeah.
I'm like holding my breath right now. Oh my god! What a garbage dumpster fire of a seed, dude!
Is this though? Like, I get the fact that like Harrow is that important, but at this point, like, I'm sorry, this is self-inflicted on both of them.
Oh, it is! It 100% is! Wait, where are we going?
Like, you were already upstairs.
Yeah, but if it was in the basement, like, because that's equally possible.
I don't care. Like, you were right there. You kill Moldor.
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, I don't disagree with you. But also, where are we going?
Graveyard Ledge? Did he skip it?
I guess he must have after giving the mirror. Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Oh, you know what
like where he's going.
has?
Catfish.
Kaesden still has catfish. You do realize that
it's going to be hookshot on Moldorm.
Oh,
and the actual desert access is going to be in the back of Swamp. And they both made a crazy mistake by leaving.
Honestly...
Swamp's the answer, but it's the back of Swamp.
Oh, God. I
know,
hate
I'm
it
sorry.
and I love it. No. Don't apologize, because I hate it and I love it. Alright. We're gonna swim over to, Catfish area. But Specs is gonna give us our answer first. Man. This is, You're not wrong, though. This is 100% a, self-inflicted wound here.
I gotta wonder if the save and quit would have been faster for Kaesden than this run and swim.
Yeah, save and quit to the pyramid. I feel like it's possible. I think in the moment, it's like, what's the fastest way to go? Well, Vex, they do have the small key, so that is in fact a possibility. Alright, so Kaesden's gonna realize, alright, well, I'm last locationing Hera. Does remember to mirror before the save and quit. Are you proud?
I am very proud.
Man. Alright.
Yeah, and Incoherent brings up a good point. Like, if the item is in the basement, you're kind of like, okay, whatever, it's not... I don't feel burned by it as much. But on the Mold Orm, like, that's really bad.
Starfall, that wouldn't be necessary at this point, because we just need either flute or book, because we just need desert access.
Yeah, well, at least for Kaesden, we just need desert access.
Good point.
And Mold Orm gives us... the compass, it's in the basement. Okay.
Alright.
And Kaesden's going to the basement first!
Wow! Wow. Well, okay, hang on. Realistically here, climbing back up Hera and...
is probably slower than doing basement first.
I was gonna say, it might be about the same amount of time, so I don't, like, hate it?
Kaesden's he's eating the mistake.
He's eating the mistake.
Yeah, he is saying, I screwed up by probably not killing Moldorm here, so I will try to hedge my bet as hard as possible that it was just the basement and I'm okay.
Yeah. It's gambling and cleanup, right?
Yep.
Like, he gambled in a skip, it burned him, so now he's gambling in the cleanup of said skip. Oh, man. Oh!
And honestly, this is even worse for Specs. Like,
oh, dude.
because what's going to happen here is Specs is going to Hookshot Cave. Like,
He
I
sure
cannot
is.
see... Like, if he
How
goes
not?
and rushes Swamp, like, power to the man for doing it. But yeah, no. This is going to be, I'm going back to Hookshot Cave.
Well, and here's the other thing, too. Like...
And now we get dead rocked.
There's the possibility also that, like, I could... Oh my god, that dead rock. Post-Aga freaking this
The
one
dead rock's
ledge
always
here.
there, I think.
No, it's not. It's only
Is that-
Aga. It's
Oh.
only post-Aga.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I forget because you don't see the screen in NMG.
No. Yeah, Kaesden hovered Hookshot Cave earlier, so I don't know, like, I could have seen Specs being tempted to say,
If it's
screw
Hookshot Cave, I already lost.
Yes, because if it's Hookshot Cave, I already lost because I know Kaesden can hover it. No, the dead rock is only on that particular ledge with the Tektite after Aga 1. I guarantee you guys. Promise. Alright.
Hey, Kaesden remembered the small key.
Yeah, he did. What if... Okay, what if it's all of this and it's in the big chest and you have to go back in?
I mean, at this point, they have nothing else left.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you do it, but it's just like, well, they'd have green pendant turn in.
Oh, the green pendant turn in. But I mean, even still, you go back in.
Go back in. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't leave just for green pendant turn in.
You are
and then...
not triple dipping Swamp.
No!
Oh, it's absolutely necessary.
Right. Oh, baby. What will it be now? Waterfall is...
Oh no.
Oh, man.
See, what everybody has to realize is this is just stuff that we can laugh about, and then, you know, realistically, we can just tease Kaesden about later.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. This isn't us signing up to calm his race to support him. This is us signing up just for the laughs.
The laughs and the shit talking.
Yep. Going for those double puffs. Nice.
Yep. I mean,
a lot less scary than what he did in 80 keys yesterday.
Oh, yeah, with the
silvers.
The silvers and the
hook, yeah.
Somehow managing to not
Ooh, nice ice rod.
Okay. I can't even
You gotta go back in. That's an item in the big chest.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay, dude. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoy the swamp music, because we're getting more of it.
Yeah, we're getting lots of swamp today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pet is dead at this point, y'all.
Hey, Ice Palace is now in Logic.
Oh boy! What's it gonna be?
It's the flute!
It's the flute! Nope.
He
remembered! He remembered! You know, though, Kaesden.
He's gonna run to CAC.
Is this faster than saving and quitting to Sank?
I wouldn't have thought so. He had to mirror. That's for sure.
Right. That had to happen. So maybe he's thinking because I had to mirror, it's just...
Maybe getting these stairs for the hook speed? No, I don't think Breezeway would have been better here.
I mean, that didn't feel too bad, honestly.
No. I think Sank versus Up from the South was probably about even. I think Breezeway was probably a little bit slower.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if his brain is a bit broken. Yeah. Woo!
By the way, what we can say is that I don't know about restream situations, but Game 2 for this series is scheduled for Thursday at the same time.
Yeah. Heck. Oh, wow. What a lucky
sword.
duck. Nice.
I like the check. It's quick.
I do too. I do too. Man. Paid for the fluff.
I mean, at this point, I don't hate it for multiple reasons. What you can look at here is the fact that we've cleared a lot of our dense dungeons. Pod, Swamp, TR, Ice, Thieves.
Yeah.
Like, the dungeons we have left, we got both items out of Hera. We didn't touch Desert yet for 2, and we didn't touch Mire for 2. So, like, realistically, there was a good chance a sword was hanging out somewhere, and Mire Shed is an excellent place to look.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think my thought would have been possibly to finish Desert first, and then, if I didn't have a sword, do Mire Shed and Checkerboard. But it paid off anyway. Like, I would have eaten the extra mirror, right? But there we go. So
I mean, the hard part
Kaeden's-
here is, like, I think Kaesden had a good chance of not checking anything additional if he just did desert, and it was like Torch, Big Key. He doesn't even look for an item in desert.
Yeah.
So I think
you're
from
not
his
wrong.
standpoint, like, just hitting the shed is good. And this is the other side of it, is I don't know if Specs is going to go back for shed.
Yeah. Honestly, like, you're absolutely right. Like, it's easy to say in the booth, like, hey, this is what I feel like would have been a, not necessarily better, but the alternative that I might have chosen. But when you're in the race moment, your brain works differently. Just full stop. Kazen, nice job. Nice job. Red Igor does not, just doesn't care.
That was a route.
Yeah, that was a decision.
Nice landmo.
Wow, very nice landmo. Luck sacked the nice pattern there.
And here we go. Kaesden is gonna head up the mountain again because we got 7 crystals finally.
Is it game time?
It is game time, folks. We got 22 checks in that basement. One of them's got that key. I'm sure of it. Which one is it? Leo?
5.
Of course.
I like 5.
I know you do.
7 for you?
Sure.
See? I know my team. Alright, we got a lot of 22s in chat right now.
Pat, why are you so mean already? I mean, our runners have to be already terrified that they multi-dipped Terra and multi-dipped Swamp. Oh, we only got a very short portion of this track.
I mean, depending on where the big key is, though, that track does kind of come back in the basement.
A little bit, yep.
Alright, good landmo on Specs' side as well, as he will be on
Will
his
he get
way
that sword?
to... Oh,
No, he's got that flute out.
He's got
He's
the
ready
flute.
to... Yeah, he's ready
Although
to climb.
you see, like, he is going through the mental process, though, of, like, do I go for it? Do I leave? Do I bet on a sword in GT? Like, you can see the... Alright, he's off to the mountain.
And I think in his position, he's like, I full cleared the game up to this point. Or up to that point. Like, realistically, I'm probably in okay shape.
Yeah?
And I need to save time somewhere because clearly I've lost a bunch.
Well, at that point, you have 7 checks left that are not GT. You have 2 in Mire Shed, 2 in Mire, Checkerboard Cave, 1 left in Desert, and Green Pendant Turn-In.
Yep. But we got nothing in Hope.
Nope. So that's our first 2 checks done.
Specs can save some time if he does a DM route. And it's on right side, because you and I both know Kaesden's not going back to right side until he does full left.
I'm disappointed in Kaesden.
Skipping the bug net.
Cannot believe that he just 100% skipped it. That was
I've
check
heard that
3.
5.
Not even
6.
useful.
7. We were both wrong.
Maybe it'll be the, like, sum of both of our guesses.
So 12 now. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I think this is the next best, next best option.
I love to see a book.
5? My number was 5, not 4. All right. Check number 9?
Yep, that is 9.
All right. So far, so good. Yeah, we'll just call it a commentator's joint guess.
By the way, we did get the DM route from Specs.
The DM. Oh, snap, dude.
But it's number 10.
Good job, baseball. Baseball with that 10 guess. Our restreamer today. Owning the GT Big Key guess. That is really unfortunate, though, for Specs, because Rando Room is going to be a hot minute here.
Well, it depends on if he goes full DM.
True. Good point.
And who knows, maybe he gets something out of this, like a silvers or a bow. Or silvers or a sword.
Silvers or a bow. Yeah, that's, you know, they happen to be the same item in this case, but yeah, absolutely.
Imagine us being able to talk. Talking is hard.
Words are hard.
Yes, they are. And nothing on right side.
Yeah, no. So,
but it looks like
in the climb.
Yeah, this is not going to be a dark magician route. This is one of those other magicians.
It's like half magician or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know what the difference between all the magicians are.
All right. Kaesden is
redeemed.
DQ'd. Specs is the winner.
Note, commentators do not DQ runners. We are just complete meme artists, and it's okay.
I mean, yeah. But also, Specs is the winner, because that bug net... I don't care what's happening on the right side of the screen right now other than good music. I'm just proud of Specs. I will say I did watch that Lanma fight. Not as good as the earlier one. The one he literally just did. Alright, so Specs is about to get his GT. My goodness. Specs is about to get his GT Big Key here. And finishing clearing out the room also.
You know, I gotta say, Green Power Ranger with the mirror shield makes up for lack of the chest
shoulders.
plate. Yeah.
Yeah. The pauldrons, if you will. Alright. Kaesden is not even bothering to check, but he's gonna have a bad day. Never mind. He realized he only had one key.
We can still tease him for that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, he got his 17th heart. What a meme! Oh, good gracious.
And a bottle.
And a bottle. Alright, well, with that, Kaesden's climbing up. Final set of stairs there to Aga 2. G3, Gauntlet 3, being a bit of a nasty piece of work for Specs right now.
Yeah, G4 not much better.
Good magic drop, but unfortunately just that boomerang was not being any remotely sort of helpful. Video game, I disagree with that fireball. Alright, now if you're Specs. Yeah? If you're Specs, you're really hoping for a sword up here at the top.
Yeah, that or silvers.
Or both. Kaesden didn't touch either of the mini helmet checks. Maybe they're both there. All right. Oh, man. All right. Phase 1 done for Kaesden. Got the double spin and the couple of dashes. Pretty sure that is good for phase 2.
Yep. Gonna eat a few fire bats, but he's still good.
He's
Imagine
using
being
what
in
he
danger
would call,
with red mail.
Yeah, he's calling what he would call, or he's using what he'd call red mail strats.
Yep.
Which is just eat the fire bats and just keep trucking. Hey, look,
look,
powder.
it's powder.
Hey, look, it's 17 hearts. And Specky's gonna get 18.
The silver arrows were in Light World, Leo. Where are they?
Well, here are your options. We've got both tablets. Nope, just kidding. We have one tablet, because either tablet is Death Mountain. Green Pendant Turn-In. Head. Checkerboard Cave. And, theoretically speaking, Magic Bat.
And Mushroom, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably somewhere behind Ice Armos.
In Mire.
Ew. That's also an option, I suppose. Is there a game 2? There will be a game 2 on Thursday.
Yep, also starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Nice blue. Alright. Pig is exploding as we've got a triple wizard on Specs' side. Get your GGs in chat for Kaesden. Crossing that bridge and finishing with a race time GG time of 1:46.22.
And not soon after that, Specs does see it in the race room and decides, I've had enough of this seed for today. Thank you, and goodbye.
I don't blame him because screw Master Sword Silverless Ganon.
Exactly.
Forget that mess. Also, shoutouts to the Herfy Durfy Triforce text.
And hey, we're joined by our runners, Kaesden and Specs. GG's, guys.
GG, Jen.
GG.
Thank you, GG's.
All right, so I think we can agree that as far as standard boots goes, this seed was a piece of work.
It was.
Yep.
Probably the slowest standard boots I think I've played.
So tell me what was going through y'all's heads, like, as you're getting down to your last few checks. You know, you both made the same decision with Hera to get the ice rod and then bail. You know, what, as you're getting down, like you're going through Hookless Swamp, what's going through y'all's minds at that point?
Oh, I'm just assuming I'm behind the whole time, and I'm had one eye on race time, just waiting. It's like I've done everything I feel about as wrong for what the seed wanted as possible, and then unless Specs has done the same thing, like a dot done could come any minute. Like there's better routes through this seed than I think either of us hit. The seed was just gross.
Yeah, this seed was just, no matter what, you were going to probably most likely you were going to hard less locate that hook shot, and then therefore the flute especially. For me in the seed, early on, I was super nervous at the beginning of this race, and I think it showed in how I was playing. But I think I wasted too much time, like the way I routed at Hobo and then at Gina's. Like I knew Aga was the answer right away, and I wasted too much time. So then when I got to Dark World, I'm like, okay, I'm behind. And then in pod, I had the miss up with the heart piece that healed me in the back of pod, and I'm like, this
I
doesn't feel
had the
good.
same thing happen there. It's just like, well,
Okay,
we're
good.
just gonna walk
Not
out.
good.
Like on the way to the big chest, I'd started setting up a death warp, pull the piece of heart, and it's like, no, you don't. I'm like, okay, whatever. Thanks, game.
I will
That
say
happened to me too.
you
That.
guys took alternate ways out of the back. You both navigated through the dark maze, but Kaesden went back through the collapsing bridge while Specs went out of harmless.
Oh, that would have been a lot faster. Yep, I should have done that. That makes sense.
And that's kind of what's fun about this is like when you see like the same thing happen to both people, like the same unfortunate, surprise, your last heart piece is filling you all the way up. Like it is kind of cool to be able to compare those little things. Like for example, when you pulled the flute out of the swamp big chest, you both took different ways to go to CAC to activate your flutes. Like that's another thing that was like, this is interesting. Like, Kaesden, you knew you had to mirror anyway, so you just ran all the way there from the south. Specs, you mirrored, but then you saved and quit to Sank to go and activate it. So it'd be interesting to kind of start the like the VOD side by side from mirror point and then put them side by side to see which one actually ends up being faster.
That would be
Yeah.
interesting because
Pretty
honestly,
close.
I don't know. I was just like, saving and quitting is pretty slow, and I'm not that far away. It's probably a wash,
Yeah, I think
but I'm gonna just run.
my
Whatever.
gut is Kaesden. I feel like Kaesden, you probably did the faster thing, and thinking about it now, but the hard to know for sure until you time it.
Right.
Yeah, my biggest issue was in Ice Palace where I botched everything in Ice Palace. I was just straight nerves, and I died with like 4 hearts in Ice Palace bomb jump room, and then I had no bombs for big chest. After that,
Oh,
I knew I was at least 3 minutes behind, if not like 4 minutes. So, uh,
The
that
thing with
resulted in
that
worse decisions.
The thing with that was you did actually find, like, you were in Ice Palace before Kaesden. The bigger thing was that you had gotten the mirror a little bit later as a result. Like Kaesden had gotten mirror before Skull.
Oh, before Skull.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Having
And
that cape, Kaesden decided to hit up Bumper Ledge, knowing he was probably going to save and quit out of Skull Woods.
Yeah, that makes sense. I knew that I should check it, but because I felt behind from the way Pod and Aggro went, which I realized that was probably a mistake. I was just like, I'm gonna wait on Skull Woods. I'm gonna wait on Bumper Ledge. I want to combine that with Skull Woods later. Um, and then I ended up almost hard lasso-cating that mirror, which felt even worse at that point.
I will say, I don't know how much really getting that mirror early helped Kazen since he promptly forgot about it twice when he would save and quit.
I think it was at least 3 times, honestly.
Well, the
Well,
third time you
the
had to,
spike,
because it was
the
Spike.
third time was Spike Cave, and that one I did think about. I was just like, I don't have a choice, really.
I mean,
Yep.
you had the magic. You could have gotten out.
Yeah, yeah, maybe, but I don't know. It saves time.
Yeah, no.
Also, completely unrelated, but Specs, I am proud of you for
Thanks.
fluffing the bug net.
I'm losing anyway. I'm quite confident. I might as well grab the fillet and have that on my tracker before the game ends, and I thought it was worth it.
Also want to point out, unfortunately, Specs, we did see an extra sword in the Mire shed tonight.
Yeah, it's a case and set. I wanted to check it too, but I'm so behind. I can't check it. I'm like, I have to save any time I can. I would have liked to have checked it too, though.
Fair
in
enough.
that situation.
So, Specs, you said this is your first standard boots of the whole Challenge Cup.
Yep, my 13th race between groups and bracket, and this is the first one with the standard boots.
Okay.
Well, as far as it goes, how do you like the mode? I mean,
The mode's fine.
awful seed. But
The mode's fine. Seed was bad. I made a lot of execution errors and let nerves get to me. So, but I'm glad Kaesden, who made some better choices or, prevailed. So that's good. But, standard boots itself is a fine category. I did have a couple moments at the, beginning of the seed where, like, a couple spots that kind of threw me off to not have my sword. I think I tried to slash the bushes right outside of Link's house, and I was like, oh wait, no, I tried to dash through them. And
I
I
had to
bonked.
dash. Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah, and then after that, I was like, oh, standard boots, yes. And then I mostly remember after that that I didn't have a sword. But mostly it was like I messed up an ice palace, and I let Norvs get to me throughout the seed. So those were my real mistakes. So I just gotta. This is my first tourney race I've ever had restreamed. I've had daily races, so I think that and knowing I'm playing against Kaesden, who's such a great player, I'm like, I just really felt the nerves on this one, and it got to me. So I'm hoping on the next game on Thursday night, I can get my nerves under control and just at least stick to my game. And if I lose at least playing my game, I'll feel better about it.
That is the best attitude that I think I have ever heard somebody have upon like losing a race like that, because like, oh man, that got me emotional. Like, being able to say like the nerves got to me because I was focused on who I was playing, and I'm hoping in game 2 I can focus on my game and just playing your game. Like, that's the best mindset to have moving forward. I
Thank you,
kind of
Laria.
have my like I have a mantra that I go through, and that's kind of one of the things is like play your game. And my other one, kind of related to nerves, is breathe. The more that you just take a moment, even if it's like you're in the middle, like you're about to drop in on Fighter Sword Moth, like just taking the moment to like just breathe and clear your mind a bit. It really, like, that's such a positive mindset to have, dude. Like I'm extra proud, and not for meme reasons, but like that's just such a really healthy mindset.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like rambling now. Jesse,
Leo.
any further questions, or are the
I mean,
commentators resting?
I guess, do either of you have anything else before we start closing up?
I don't think I do. Usual. Thanks for the restream. It's always fun. And GG again to Specs, and see you in a couple days.
Yeah. Same time, 2 days from now. Yeah. Thanks for the race, Kaesden. Thank you for the comms, Jesse and Laria. It's appreciated. And thank you for the tracking and the restream. And everyone who watched.
Yeah, thank you guys for putting on an amazing race. Like, definitely, like, especially with this being your first restream tourney race, highly recommend watching it back. It's always a good learning experience one way or the other. And I look forward to watching game 2 personally. I think it's going to be awesome. And I think we'll go ahead and pass it on over to our fabulous restreamer of the evening, Baseball.
That's me. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this race. Game 2 will be same time on Thursday, same place. Hopefully we can get that one on restream as well. This was a great one, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. Yeah, that's Kaesden and Specs. Their Twitches are in chat, so join us again for Game 2. And thank you so much to Leoria and Jesse for commentating. And thank you to Lady Laura Linda for tracking. Always an incredible job done by her. So yeah, that's it for today. We have another Challenge Cup race on Thursday. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern. Another quarterfinals match. We're entirely in the quarterfinals now, so keep an eye on the schedule for what is being restreamed here. All right. In the meantime, I am going to send you on over to Bitey. He is doing some vanilla Link to the Past speedruns. He's in the Link to the Past speedrunning league, which we also feature here on ZSR quite often. So yeah, hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.